Okay, so it looks like I did clean out all of the death claws. Nothing is, let's just, okay. Let's, I just need to hop up around the cliffs here. I think it's right... Oh, no. They're up on the cliff over there. I need to hop up this. Something tells me that that crane is way too small for a scoop that big. But, what do I know? I'm no engineer. I'm not a miner either. No sort of a digger.
That's close enough. What do you want with the Great Khans?
Well, who are you? What on earth are you doing up here?
Awaiting a delivery, but it's a no-show. I'm guessing that the death claws in the quarry have something to do with that.
This is a odd place to pick up a delivery, isn't it?
The Khans and the NCR don't get along. They prefer to shoot us on sight, even if we're not looking for a fight.
If that's the case, is this delivery legal?
I doubt the NCR thinks so.
What exactly are you expecting then?
Supplies to make chems. The NCR's the best source since they're hard to come by anywhere else. We don't really use the chems ourselves, just sell them to anybody with the caps. If it ends up hurting the NCR in the process, that's a bonus.
You know, I could help you with your problem.
Is that right? What's your angle?
Angle? Well, you're gonna pay me, obviously.
That's a motive I can understand. I was expecting a shipment of chemicals. It's usually in a suitcase dropped off in one of the big machines up here. Because of the death clause, I have to assume the suitcase is still in Sloan. Snoop around the place and get it for me.
Pretty simple. Anything else I should know?
Don't kill anybody if you don't have to. I'm a scout and I like to keep a low profile.
And what about the contents of the package? Are the chemicals dangerous?
I wouldn't eat or drink them, but no. They won't explode if you drop them or anything.
I guess I'll go to Sloan now and find what you're looking for. Before I go, though, I've been to Red Rock Canyon. You're Melissa, aren't you? Regis said that I should talk to you about speaking out against the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory.
Oh, did he? And I suppose he left out the most important part, that women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion.
What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
I'm surprised you don't know about this, Melissa. It's not exactly a secret that the Legion is severely patriarchal, extremely misogynistic. If the Great Khans join the Legion, you'll be sold as a slave, an officer's wife, if you're lucky.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. Alright, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
I'll do just that, Melissa. But anyways, I need to head out and look for those chems.
Bye.
Hello?
Can't believe anyone actually made it through from the north, what with all the death claws at the quarry. You returning from New Vegas?
You could say that. But on the note of the death claws, there aren't any now.
Coming from anyone else, I'd say they were drunk or crazy. But that look in your eyes, I believe you. I can pay you, but it ain't much for what you pulled off. I'll get on the ham radio first thing and tell people all about you, though.
Huh. That was a really short and to the point. 100 NCR dollars. A location that I could have discovered much, much faster. Sloan. Alright, so, I'm thinking that the suitcase is in here. Definitely looks like the right type of place. Oh man. Blood all over the floor. Must have been some very, very bad, pool matches. Games of pool. Anyways. I'm looking around, I'm doing my best not to, loot any of these containers. Here we go, the suitcase. And there's nothing inside of it. Okay, that triggered the quest. I could go through all of the containers, but again, like I've said previously, I'm just doing my best to not, lose karma. So, here's one thing I want to grab, though. I'm surprised that they're all sleeping. I know it's in here, I just don't know, I don't remember where. Ooh, yep, here we go. This is it. Duck and cover. Ah, crap. Okay. Okay, nope. Detected. Hidden. Come on. What the heck? Maybe if I just walk into the corner? Got it. Bingo. Alright, I lost a little bit of karma for that, but it's a valuable skill book. There we go. Alright, I'm done in here. Just hop back out. Now that I've looked in the suitcase, I need to talk to Chomps again. Oh, I forgot. The mole rat. It's limping. Hello? Your leg seems a little bit torn up there. Clean the wound with antibiotics and expertly bind Snuffle's leg. Alright, I'm done with this rat. Ugh, that thing is ugly. Ugh, creep me out. Hey, Chomps.
You need something?
I just thought I'd tell you that your little mole rat over there, I fixed its leg.
I'd noticed Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast helps keep spirits up around here.
Well, anyways, there's something else a little bit more important. I'm looking for a suitcase filled with chemical supplies for a, friend. Do you know anything about it?
Ah, yes. I think I know which friend you mean. Even if there weren't death claws in the quarry, there'd still be no delivery. The supplier, a guy in Prim named Tyrone, is a cheating son of a bitch who won't deliver even though he's already been paid in advance.
Well, has Tyrone cheated you before?
He's always been shady, but this is the first time he's outright screwed me.
Oh. It's something I'm just a little bit curious about. You don't care that you're helping out the Great Khans? Even though you're contracted and paid by the NCR?
I'm just a middleman. The Great Khans are a hard group, and some of them are no good. But they're not all the same. I believe in the NCR, but that doesn't make it right for them to roll over anyone who doesn't want any part of them.
And what about Melissa? How do you know her?
She's my daughter. Takes a little too much after her mother, rest her soul. But she's happy with the Great Khans, and that's enough for me.
Well, there's a surprise. I didn't expect you to say that. Well, regardless, I'm gonna go track down this Tyrone guy. I'll talk to you later, Chomps.
Good luck.
Ah, the Brotherhood of Steel. The number of trips I've had to take back here is too many thus far. But, as of now, it's the first time that I'm walking into this base without Veronica. Feels a little bit, strange, in all honesty. Instead of tackling the quests right away, I'm going to hop back over here to the firing range and talk to... I think she's the quartermaster or something? She sells weapons, that's what matters.
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
Is there anything that I can help you with?
If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is 1 short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. I can't delay my report to him any longer.
If it's really that much of a problem, I could probably help you track it down.
If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do.
Will do. Before I leave, though, let's do a little bit of trading.
Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss?
No, the scouts are exactly why I'm here. These are all the reports that I collected.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Go on.
The device that creates the sandstorms above that masks our comings and goings, was only intended to be used in case of emergencies. It was never meant to be used with any regularity, and the other systems here were not designed to accommodate such usage. In particular, the air filtration system simply cannot handle the quantity of sand and grit that it's been forced to cope with these last few years. As a result, the system is failing, albeit slowly. I'm told we have a scant few months before it shuts down completely. Should that happen, it will quickly become impossible to breathe here in the bunker. Already the air quality begins to slightly worsen. I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Ah, here we go.
Oh, you must be the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, Senior Knight and General Handyman around here.
Nice to meet you, Lorenzo. The Elder wants me to retrieve components to help fix the air filtration system. Told me to talk to you about it.
So now I'm going to have your death on my conscience too? Great.
Excuse me?
You think you're the first person the Elder's trusted with this? He sent 3 of our patrols out looking for those components, and they're all dead. I was the one who supplied the Elder with the location of possible sites where we could find the components, so their deaths are my fault.
And now it's your turn. Well, don't say you weren't warned. I won't take the blame when you die horribly, but I can tell you're getting impatient.
The items I'll need to keep the system running are a differential pressure controller, a reverse pulse cleaner, and several HEPA cartridge filters. At present, my best guess for finding the items would be to search any of the old vaults in the area. Those vaults were usually built much like these military bunkers, even using the same contractors in their constructions at times. I'll mark the vault's locations on your map. Best of luck to you.
My God, I have to go out of the way enough to find this guy. You slimy.
Hey, what can Tyrone do for you?
Tyrone, I finally found you. A friend in Sloan told me to come see you about some chemical supplies.
You trying to get me busted? Keep your damn voice down. Lieutenant Hayes already has his eye on me. Look, I already told Chomps the NCR is getting suspicious of all these misplaced supplies. Bigger risk means bigger cost. 300 caps bigger.
Oh, really? Is 300 caps worth being known as a deal breaker? Seems like bad business to me.
Fine. I'll just eat the cost and do a favor for Chomps. Just this one time only.
All right.
Mr. House isn't
Melissa.
a man to be trusted. Watch yourself.
Yeah. Melissa.
What do you want now?
Melissa? I've got those chems you need.
You actually came through for us. I didn't expect that. Anyway, the Great Khans pay their debts and don't forget their friends. If you ever come out to Red Rock Canyon, I'll put in a good word for you.
All right then, Melissa. I'm headed out to Red Rock right now. Maybe I'll see you later.
Don't leave a trail.
All right. Diane.
Anders told me what happened. We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what. I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up.
Give me the recipe.
Here you go. Enjoy it. With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson Caravan Trading Company who distributes for us in out of Vegas. He's been after us for a new shipment.
So you want me to carry a package to him? All right. I'm gonna find myself out that way soon enough. Hand it over.
Great. Here's the package. Your contact is Don Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan. Come back and see me when you're done.
All right, let's talk to Jack now. Wakey. God, they take long enough to get up out of bed.
How's my most favoritist friend?
Hey, Jack. Listen, I know that you're not much about politics, but I'm here to ask you to publicly oppose Papa Khan's alliance with Caesar.
Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with.
Jack, do you not know how the Legion works? Chems are outlawed, and women are subservient to men. You won't have each other. The Legion will likely outright kill you just because of what you do, and then sell Diane into slavery as a prostitute.
Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
You're absolutely certain about this?
Oh, it's cool, man. Diane passed me the haps on that fandango with Anders. I got your back.
Cool. So there's something else. You've got a pretty impressive setup here. Have you ever considered making more, you know, helpful chems?
What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel delicious.
But think of all the people who overdose on the jet and psycho you make, man. It's bad for your karma.
Oh, you're right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean.
So, how's the medical work going?
Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already. But if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them.
Ooh. Is that so? I got a couple that you might be interested in.
Right on. What have you got?
I got 2 little gems for you. I can teach you how to make super stim packs, and another little chem called Hydra.
Delicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
No charge, man. Just helping out.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
Well, Jack, it's been fun chatting with you. But I'll be on my way now.
Take it easy, dude.
Alright, let's finish up the quests for the cons here. Need to talk to Papa. Hello?
More of my advisors are starting to talk openly of breaking our alliance. I wonder where that idea is coming from.
I'm not certain myself, Papa Khan, but since you brought the topic up, you should probably take a look at this. It's Carl's journal, found it in his footlocker, and it's very revealing of his true opinions of the cons.
Let me see that. Filthy savages. Probably have to decimate the lot of them? Are these the words of our friend, Caesar? Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
Hey! Get out of the way. I mean, sure, I may have been the cause for all of this to happen.
I heard from one of Melissa's runners.
But,
that check-coded bastard.
Okay, let's check inside of his actual footlocker. Just take it all. I may have been the cause, but there's no need for me to get blood on my hands killing Carl. Oh, great. I'm addicted to a drug. Take more to alleviate the side effects or visit a doctor to be cured. Great.
All 4 of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all.
I ask you to not ally with Caesar for good reasons. I'm certain you understand why now.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans that makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
Papa Khan, you don't need to look outward. Your tribe is proud and strong. Claim your glory.
Well spoken, traveler, well spoken indeed. Perhaps it's time to find our own destiny, unburdened by the past. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
A wise choice. I wish you the best.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
Level up. Ooh, and I'm idolized by the cons. Aha! Level 26. Not that far away from the max level of 30. But I'm going to increase speech to 60. And I'll put 5 into explosives. And let's round out science, because that way, since this is a perk level, I'll be able to take something that I've been wanting to take for a while, which is the Nuka Chemist perk. Here we go. You have unraveled some of the greatest mysteries of pre-war masters. Formulas for developing special Nuka-Colas. This perk unlocks special Nuka-Cola recipes at the workbench. So with this, I'll be able to convert 3 Nuka-Colas into a Nuka-Cola...
I've got a message for you from Papa Khan. He wants you to return to Red Rock Canyon and speak to him as soon as possible.
What's this all about?
He didn't say, but it sounded very important.
Okay, I guess I'll just turn around and talk to him then.
Excellent. I'll let him know you're coming. Good luck out there.
Where'd he go? Papa?
It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
Yes. Right back at you. I'll talk to you later.
Farewell, brother.
I heard from one of Melissa's runners that check-coded bastard got thrown out on it.
That wasn't awkward at all. Where was I? Oh, right. Blah, blah, blah. The Nuka-Cola. This'll, the perk will allow me to to craft 3 normal Nuka-Colas into 1 Nuka-Cola quartz, I believe, which is required to make the Nuka grenades from GRA, which I'm going to need more of later down the line, with other challenges. There's one more thing that I need to do here in Red Rock Canyon before I turn around and hightail it back out into the wide wasteland. Not a big fan of Red Rock Canyon.
Rhymes with indulgent.
Jerry.
No. What?
Jerry? I made my way out to the old Mormon fort, and I had a chat with the followers. They'll take you.
They did? Oh, that's great. Thank you. I'm out of this crummy camp.
Well, he'll probably die on the way there. Alright. Oh, there goes the party time mentats. Alright. Now off into the wild blue yonder. Another adventure awaits. Probably on a better side of the wasteland than this one.